Hi guys, welcome back to Tea Time. I'm your host Jaelyn, and I'm here with the fabulous, most amazing school record holder in long jump at UA Little Rock, Bria Allen. Oh my gosh.
Yes, it's me, guys. It's me.
It's her, guys. She is the moment. Yes, I'm here with Bria. As you can see, I do not have AJ with me today, which we miss him dearly, but we got a beautiful replacement. This is Bria. She is on the UA Little Rock women's track and field team with me, and she's also a good friend of mine. We have blossomed in our friendship over the years now. Go ahead, Bria. Tell my fans about yourself a little bit.
My name is Bria. I am her. I am the queen of Little Rock. No, I'm just kidding. I graduated in December.
Okay, look at her.
I got one more year of track left.
Yeah. As thanks to COVID, we got that.
I'm a long jumper.
Yeah, that's
nothing else.
Guys, she's a deep down a sprinter though, because like she ran like what was it? The last meet we had, what was it, like a 12? Was it a 12.3, 12.4?
12.5.
Oh, thought it was lower than that. Oh, my bad. 12.5. It doesn't matter, guys. She's the moment right now. She's literally killed it. So yes, as I did mention that Bria does have the current school record for the long jump and outdoor. She got it at our home meet this past Friday. Can we just tell us about how you felt in that moment? Tell us about it.
You want to know how I really felt?
Tell me how you really felt.
Well, as I went into jumping, I was really irritated. I wasn't accurate on my mark. I just bagged up and winged it.
You winged
it. Really, I didn't really know I got it until like they announced it over the intercom. Because I didn't listen to none of my marks because I felt like I wasn't doing my best.
Yeah,
honestly.
She is literally a hard worker, guys. Like, I don't think you know her story, but I'm going to share it a little bit. Bria going into track and field, first off, like, I don't think she was like big on track at the beginning. And then when she became a long jumper, she was like barely jumping like 15, 16s for real, like, barely hitting the mark. Then didn't want to run in college for real or compete at collegiate level. And now look at her now. She's literally made so much improvements. I'm so proud of her. Like, I don't think you guys know the moment when she got it. It was literally just, and it was funny because
I think Jaelyn screamed more than I did.
I think I was more excited than she was, but I think everybody was more excited than she was. I think you were just in shock that it even happened because we talked about it like for so long, like over the summer. We were like, one of us is going to get a school record. Like one of us have to like go out there and get it. And when it actually happened, it just felt really like unreal. And it was just, I don't know, it was just a special moment. And it was great because it was on our home track. And I feel like last year when we jumped, it was like wind dated jumps. I understand that was like the big thing, the wind. So we knew these jumps have to be legal. For all my people that do not know track, there is a certain wind limit when it comes to jumps, when it comes to sprints, anything that you do in track. If the wind is over 2.0, which they do they have a little meter that they measure the wind when you're about to jump or when you're going to run. So if they clock the wind over 2.0, it's illegal wind. So that means your jump or your run was wind dated. But if you're below 2.0, that you have a wind legal jump or run, which Bria's jump was like 1.8 wind. So
yeah. And what she means by like wind dated is like you have like tailwind and it like pushes you. You might not feel it at the moment, but like it definitely pushes.
Or you can be Abby Steiner, have a headwind and have it like negative 5.6 and still run
a headwind, like it's coming at you.
Literally, like you have to run like this and wind just blowing in your face and you're at it. So yeah, that's pretty much for all our people that don't know track. Bria, how long have you been doing track?
Definitely a triple jumper, or I would like to say I was.
You were. She was, guys. I definitely forgot. She was a triple jumper before even being a long jumper for real.
When I was recruited here, I was recruited to triple jump.
Oh, yeah.
I jumped 15 coming out of high school for a long jump. Like I was not a long jumper for real.
Oh, see, that's what I'm saying. Like y'all, like the fact that she was coming out of high school to be 15, 16s, and then now jumping like a 19-foot jumper now, like it shows growth. And that's what like people like to see when it comes to like being an athlete. Like that's the kind of moments you live for, is when you go from like literally like this was something I want to do for real to like where you are now, like And she's so humble too, guys. She's literally the humblest person I know. Like, she literally has to keep working. Like, we actually talked about this today at practice. We were like, she was saying, she's like, I need to do this again. Like, I'm going to feel that moment. I'm going to feel like I actually am a 19-foot jumper if I do it again, which she's going to do it again. Everybody who lives in the Arlington area, you guys know who you are. We're having a meet on April 28th over there. So you got to come see us jump and show out, because we're going back basically home for me. So we have to show up. Bria's actually from North Little Rock, Arkansas native right here I'm talking to. Look at that. Don't you just love Arkansas? Don't you love Little Rock?
No.
No. Look, we love the honesty on the show because we still here on teaching. That's how it be. For real. That's how we are. But no, we're excited. What is it? So Bria is a senior. Technically, I'm gonna say she's a senior because she graduates in December and I'm a junior. Me and Bria technically met my freshman year, her sophomore year, but we never really talked. Like, we weren't at the beginning. We weren't really friends. Let
me tell y'all why though.
Okay, go off, sis. Go.
I ain't talked to Jaelyn because of our head coach, honestly. Because like first of all, when I first met Jaelyn, well, I wouldn't say really met her, but when I was first around her, all she did was brag about her high school stats, which I understand because she was cold. But all she did was brag about her high school stats. And me, like, not really being a long jumper, and I was supposed to triple jump, but my coach told me to focus on long. And him coming in telling me every day, like, Jaelyn's gonna be her native. Jaelyn's gonna jump 18. Jaelyn's gonna jump 19. And I'm like, okay, like I don't do this. So
like, this is not my thing for real.
And so it was just like she was, I ain't gonna say overhyped, because like she does what she's supposed to do. Like, she's coming back. She's making her comeback season. She had a little side things going on. Yeah. But so like when she got here, I was just like, oh, it's Jaelyn. Like, it felt like I've been knew her because I've heard her name so much. I didn't know no one else that was coming in besides Ryan, because they they visited together. But other than that, all I knew was Jaelyn.
And look at us now. We all three are like literally like the three musketeers for real. Like, I feel like we're all really close. Like, us being like in the jumpers, like us jumpers are all so close here on the university campus. Like, when it comes to track practice, we're always together when we do workouts, when we do like long full approaches days, like anything that we're together, we're always like tight like this. I like that.
Doesn't want to claim that she's a sprinter, but she loves jumps the most. So
I actually, for real, I don't know what it is. I definitely did a switch because I remember I used to love sprinting a little bit more than I did jumping. I was like, I enjoy to like sprint. I love to race. I love the competitive nature of being like literally like so like right there with girls. When it comes to long jump, I feel like you're just praying to someone mess up. Oh, not your camera getting turned off.
My bad.
Don't call you.
No, my battery is low.
Fantastic. So if I've heard
it's on 20%, it's fine.
It's on what percent?
20%.
Okay, let's just pray to goodness that your phone just didn't die, and I'm stuck.
I put it on low power mode. It's fine.
Oh, okay. I see your thing turning. Yeah, she's on her phone right now, guys. Like, literally, what a great guest. I actually love having guests on the show. It's really fun. It gives a different spin to our show. Oh, that's another thing I was going to ask you. So what do you major in? What's your major?
My major is interdisciplinary studies. I can't really explain it, but it's like, for me, at first my major was biology. But for me to take the needed classes, I needed to switch to interdisciplinary studies because it gives you like 3 majors in one. So my 3 majors are chemistry, biology, and psychology.
So guys, not only is she talented on the track, she's smart too, guys. Oh my God. Who is it?
I try. No, but I switched to interdisciplinary studies because biology, like just having a biology major wasn't giving me the classes at Euler that I needed to take. Interdisciplinary studies open that up more because like with your major being biology, you can take any biology course that you need to take, any chemistry course that you need to take. And then psychology was kind of just thrown in there. So psychology is actually fun. I actually
like psychology too. I'm taking some psychology classes. I really enjoy it. So then
I'm taking like every psychology class.
Really? I'm taking more now. I'm taking more. I forgot what classes I'm taking in the fall.
Psychology is really interesting.
It is very interesting. With I wanted to get a minor in it, but I think I was like too late to the game with it. So I was like, it's fine. Like I could just like study it for fun. Like while I'm have to like throw in some upper level courses, I'll do it. So what do you
do a lot
yeah
for like anything that you're going into next level? So
yeah, exactly. So what do you want to do in the future when you graduate?
I want to become an optometrist, an eye doctor. I want to tell all you blind people that y'all are blind just like me. I don't got my glasses on.
That's what I was going to say. Where's your
blind?
Where's your glass? She can't even see me right now, guys. I'm blurry to her.
Don't do too much now.
I was going to say, where's her? You always see her with glasses unless she's jumping. She's never going to. I couldn't imagine you having like the goggles, like, you know, them kids in middle school. Oh my God, that would or the sunglasses. There's kids who have the sunglasses now. That's like a new thing on the track.
When we go further, we plan on wearing sunglasses next year.
Oh well, this is breaking news. I just not know about this story. Girl, we wear sunglasses.
When we feel like we up there, we wearing them like ski sunglasses, like that Hunter like wears and Matt wears.
I need mine to be like stuck on me because you know how I land. I'd be like doing that. So it'll fly.
How you land, Jaelyn? How I land?
Oh Lord, it would fly out. They're gonna mark it from the glasses.
In this. Vicky gonna be like, take them off.
Take them off. They're marking from her hair. Oh my gosh, not her hair, man.
That's
another story. I'm telling you.
All 4 years that I've been here, I've never had hair problems. The only one time, the official actually told me, they were like, put your hair up or we're gonna mark from your hair. Never had a hair problem until Vanderbilt. Indoor at Vanderbilt.
Yeah, this past
outdoor season, I've gone all year. I mean, this is not as long, but I've gone all the meets.
This is to my butt. Problem. Like it's not a problem either. I don't know what the big deal. That's what I'm saying, guys. I'm telling you,
they just didn't like me in Vanderbilt.
They were just haters because we were definitely showing out on their track, and they were like, "Let's not give them."
Yeah, that was Jaelyn's comeback meet, y'all.
Oh yeah, that was the meet where I was like, I ran
all the hard work we've been putting in.
Showed out.
Showed her.
That's what
my comeback meet went to Kansas, but yeah.
That was like the week. That was the week right after, though.
Oh yeah, the week right after. Yeah.
Literally, that's how we've been like our whole seasons. We've been like always like back and forth with like one meet I'll do good, and then Bria does good this meet. And then it's just like back to back. Like we're always having like we're trading off. That's like literally the best like teammate you can have is with someone pushing you to be better. Like that's why I'm glad she's coming back for a 5th year because I don't know what I would have done if she would have left because I would have been. I don't even know what would happen. Like how the dynamic on the team would be if she wasn't, coming back. That's why I thank you, COVID.
We talk about the school record. I literally be like, Jaelyn's gonna get it, and Jaelyn be like, you're gonna get it too, and I'd be like, no, I think you got it. And surprisingly, like I got it. Like we even planned on we were like, this year is like a good year for us. Like next year we're going for the record. Not planning on doing it this year, honestly. But
I think it definitely set you by surprise. But I think I knew deep down inside that it was like it was gonna come out eventually from like at least one of us. Like I think we were doing so well, and we were like, okay, like this is just indoor. We were doing so well in indoor.
I expected to pop off at conference though, honestly. Like outdoor conference, I expected us to go like back and forth. Like you jump 19-1, and then like I go 19-1.5. You go 19-2, 19-2.
That's where I want the energy. That's how the energy needs to be. We're gonna be just like going crazy. That's what I'm saying. The goal is to make finals 100%, so we can get all 6 jumps guaranteed. So that's when we can really pop off, score some points for conference. Definitely. I don't know if anyone knows, but UA Little Rock is in Sunbelt Conference. It is a very competitive conference, but we are switching to OVC next year. So that's going to be a whole different dynamic of us switching conference. I don't know how long we've been in Sunbelt, but I know we've been there for
31 years.
31 years?
Oh. Like the school, yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know that. That's a long time. And then for us to just switch out of nowhere, well, apparently it's a good investment for everybody. It keeps telling us.
They're switching. They said they're switching us. One, because we don't have a football team. And like all the Sunbelt schools technically have football teams. So any Sunbelt school that doesn't have a football team is
pretty much out, which is us and like University of Texas in Arlington is leaving too.
Yeah.
They're going to WAC. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So they're going, that's a funny conference name, but yeah. WAC. It just, to me, that just sounds funny, but I'm just childish. That's why. But yeah, I'm looking forward for us going to this new conference. I think how I feel like, not on the fact of like, I don't want to be mean to people in that conference because I understand like some of these kids like with like a lot of them are just smart. Like I'm just looking at
people. They can't have a story like me. Don't sleep on the underdogs.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I feel like a lot of them are like they are looked as like underdogs. Like I feel like we're gonna come in there and I think people expect for us to just be like we're gonna be like Goliath coming in there, just stomping all on them. But like, first off, everyone has to be healthy first. That's the big thing. Like when it comes to track,
like specifically on long jump, I feel like we can honestly compete with them. Like with Sunbelt, long jump is very competitive for us.
Yeah,
like literally the top 4 people jump 20 feet. Or mid
high 19s. Yeah.
Yeah. Like you have to jump like 18, 11 just to be top 10 regardless.
Yeah.
So
probably lower than that.
I think the girl that's like sitting in second that's actually standing OVC conference, like she jumps a high 18. So I think me and Jaelyn will be able to like it's still gonna be competitive because like me and Jaelyn are also going against each other with all love, of course.
Yeah, exactly.
But we're going against each other, but us along with the other girls that jump high too.
Yeah, exactly. So it's going to be still competitive because we're going to be competitive with each other. So that's what's going to motivate us to go into the new conference that we have to go out there and we're going to want to show out, especially because next year will be my senior year and Bria's 5th year, pretty much because of COVID.
And I want a ring.
Yeah,
all this hard work and dedication, I want a ring.
I don't think you guys know just like the pressures of being a student athlete on any campus. And like, I talk about this very much often. And I tried to like drill this in people's heads on our show that like, I understand being a regular student just in college can be stressful just because I think it tears on you mentally and physically just being a regular student in college because it's hard. You're broke and you're just trying to get this degree. But imagine being an athlete on top of that. Like, I don't like want to sit here and degrade people that are regular students because that's great. Like, I'm glad that you even in college, like just getting to college is hard. But being a collegiate athlete, no matter the level, D1 or even JUCO, like that's a big accomplishment just to be an athlete for real. Like Bria didn't even want to go D1 for real. And
I didn't want to go to college at all, y'all. I wanted to take a gap year for real.
And look at her now, finna graduate in literally like less than like 8 months away. Like,
with my name on the school record board. Hopefully I can keep defending it because I know I got a target on my back with Jaelyn there.
Coach said he's gonna put it. He's like, Coach said in my meeting, he was like, oh, I'm not changing the board until July. So like that's what he said. He says not changing until July.
So when Jaelyn breaks it at conference just now, I'll be a little salty. I'll be happy for her, but I'll be a little salty.
You're gonna be like,
I wanted my name up there. I'm gonna say put my name up there first. You can put hers next year.
Or if we tie, I feel like we should just share it at that point. Because what about my tie? I can tie the jump.
It's gonna be 3 slashes though. Because Nicole didn't get her shine like she
that is very true. Yeah, I definitely think she was definitely because like that's the thing, guys. Some of the records on here at Euler were like illegal. Like, guys, the story of like the lady who broke it. She came to one of our track meets, walked up to us like
was not at the meet that she needed to be. But yeah, continue.
For real, she came to homie, not UCA, like Central Arkansas, 30 minutes down the road. Girl, what I tell you. Guys, y'all wouldn't believe this. Bria wasn't over here. I wish she was over there when it happened. But
I didn't even have Euler gear on, y'all.
For real. Like, she literally just walks up and we're all sitting on the bench. Everyone's like, minding their business, so watching the meet. And she's like, oh, hi, guys. I'm blah, blah, blah. Don't remember her name. That's how memorable she is. She's like, I'm da-da-da. And I still have the school record holding long jump. Y'all should go check it out. I was like, when I tell you it was the most uncomfortable, like, interaction, it was just like, what did you want me to do? Give you a cookie? Like, I had nothing to say. I had no idea what to say. I was like, okay.
She was also like bragging because like she had the record since 1998.
Yeah, in 1998.
Also, like, I feel like with Euler, like they probably had better coaches back then. Like we had a coach that came in this year that said that he used to run at Euler and he got a ring for cross country.
Yeah.
I haven't heard about anybody else getting a ring since like that year.
That's what I'm saying. Like things were different back in the day. So like, I don't think people know that how it is now. Like, I think also competitiveness, I bet you things were different competitive wise. Like, I feel like you said, long jump in Sunbelt is really hard. Like I'm ranked probably like 18, 20, like that range. Like I'm ranked low and my
17th, honestly.
Probably 17. I don't know. What was it? My best jump, I had 18.2 and that's ranked 18th. Like that's hard. Some other conferences being 18.2 is probably like top 10 in some other conferences.
That's
like
what I'm saying. Like, that's why I said like you have to jump like high 18s, low 19s just to be ranked top 10.
That's what I'm saying.
Literally.
And then
top
like
12 for real.
That's what I'm saying. And then like when it comes to track, for most people, a lot of people have scholarships on the track team. So like you have to perform for your coaches. So then you're able to, renew your scholarship every year or every 2 years, however people's scholarships work. So that's how I feel like I brought so much pressure on myself the first 2 years of being here. Cause I was like, I have to come in here, perform. Cause I talked all this smack before coming here with everybody. And I was like, if I don't perform, then everyone's going to be like, like, why did you sign her? Like, she's not doing anything. And I feel like
literally Jaelyn took my spot at conference her first year for one game. And she only jumped at like 2 weeks over that whole season, I think.
What? I did what?
I don't really remember. I think you only jumped like 2 weeks. Like the meet. Well, I don't know.
Oh, I jumped more than that. The freshman year? I jumped at the very first.
I just remember you running a lot.
I did run a lot, but I did jump a few times. Maybe not every indoor meet, but I jumped.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is I helped her. Like she was going to get DQ because she was always on that dang Apple Watch.
Oh, Texas A&M guys.
Yes, Texas A&M was the meet. She took my spot at conference.
I think that was my best meet I had all year, but I was barely mid-17s too. I was like, what am I doing?
I talked to the official so she could go run her 60 and come back to the thing. Like I didn't talk to, like, that was the very first meet I ever like talked to them.
Yeah.
Like said hi.
Yeah, that was like our first and I was being like ballistic too. I was like, oh man, I'm like talking, and I'm just like trying to I was
like, get off your Apple Watch. She was like, my mom is talking to me right now. She was like, I'm trying to tell her that I can't be on it. But we also weren't in the same group. Like with us, it's like different coaches. So I was also with Jacoby and she was with Binky. So
at first, and now we're both in the same group now, starting pretty much last year. Even last year, we were trying to build our friendship at first. I think it was definitely a challenge because Bria is very just like if you meet her in person, overall she's a nice person, but she is not easy. She's like, hey, like not everyone's gonna be my friend here. You gotta like earn it, And
associate is my go-to word.
Associates, I got that from her because I feel like now I use acquaintance a lot now, or like just acquaintance is what I use now. But like I said,
everybody don't deserve that title friend. Everybody ain't your friend for real.
Especially now in college, man. Like I know everyone says you meet like your best friends in college, but you meet some other people too in college, and you're like, okay, you're not coming with me.
You're done.
Yeah, you're done. It's canceled. It's over. Like, yeah, that's how I feel now with like college. But I feel like I've made a lot of friends, and I feel like there's a lot of people. I feel like a lot of people in the track team. I feel like we'll still talk to them after I graduate. Like not like oh, like, hey, how's like life? How's your child? Like all that stuff. I feel like I would just check in on people like once in a while. Like it's gonna feel so great to graduate though. Like I can't wait for that day. Like it's gonna feel so unreal because like I've been doing track for like 14 years, guys. I've been in the track game for a long time. Like I'm surprised I never decided to go pro because I was in it for so long. And at one point in my life, I did want to go pro. But I think when I got to college, it kind of like hit me that I was like, I don't know if I could do this every day. Like being a pro athlete is just being a famous person in general. I don't know how you guys do it, but props to you because it never
could be. Even with the I don't think you were there because I think you had to work. But like when we talked to that pro athlete at that one meeting we had, he was telling us how like he has practice starting at 10 a.m. and he's not done until like 6 p.m.
That's
because of like conditioning and then like weights and then the actual workout, then cool downs and then another workout. Like he basically has 3 workouts a day.
Yeah, and that's something I just wouldn't want to dedicate my life to. But props to people that do it because they're like a thing. Mo, literally look up to her because literally that girl's like 20 or 19, I think 19 or 20. She's young, and this girl's pro. She literally did 1 year of college and said, "Peace out, y'all. I got all the school records now." I'm trying to be like her for real, because like how do you just come in and said, "I'm gonna break 400, 800 record and the 4x4 record, and then I'm gonna leave on you guys. Like, bye." Like, I did all that and some more, and I'm gonna go pro. Like, oh my gosh, I'm jealous. I really do look up to a lot of those pro athletes though, because that's props. Did you?
Is my camera on?
Oh Lord,
someone's calling me. That's
these difficulties here. I'm dead.
I should have put my phone on D&D. My bad.
I thought your phone was.
But talking about student athletes, like you also have to think like people have hard majors as well, trying to be a student athlete and trying to work for some people.
Yes,
it ain't easy, especially on this team.
That's why I said
you gotta dedicate your life to you, and I don't.
As I said, not everybody on the track team, like even with kids who like have full rides, like I do have a good amount of scholarship to where I can be paid for everything pretty much, but I still work on the simple fact of I just need to put gas in the car. I need to get groceries.
It's like outside stuff.
Yeah, it's like
you
outside.
Still have clothes you want to buy.
Yeah.
Groceries you still need to eat. Like, you don't want to eat on campus every day.
Yeah, no. And our meal plan is small.
Like gas. That's what I'm saying. The meal plan, and then the food selection is not even that big, honestly.
Exactly. So it's like, why do I want to keep eating the same thing? Like, I get tired of eating the same thing every day. So that's what I'm saying. Like, and then like you said,
Dylan loves Chick-fil-A.
Oh, that's my favorite.
She's high price, baby. High price.
I am a bougie girl right there. Chick-fil-A all day. And then how you mentioned having a hard major on top of being on a sports team. Like, there's a lot of people on our team that are nursing majors, engineer majors. I mean, did you guys just hear Bria what she studies? Like, that's hard. Like, that ain't easy on doing. Like, Bria works and does the track and does all this studying. Like you have to dedicate time to study, but it can be
trying to keep my GPA above a 3.5.
Boom.
And the GPA you need to be eligible for sports is like a 2.5. But for me,
who wants to get a 2.5? We don't do bare minimums here. We're not mediocre. We're above the line that we have to have good grades. I've always been
when we started this semester, I told Jaelyn, I said it's 4.0 season. She's following the rule, not me, but
go on. I have a 3.0 right now. I'm so proud of myself. I was sitting at 2.2. I've been telling people that I had a 2.5 GPA last year. I had a 2.9, Bria. I'm literally slow. I was sitting there telling people I was 2.5. So people thought I was
Jaelyn downplaying herself sometimes. She don't even notice it, but she does it.
I don't even realize I do it. I had to check my GPA the other day and I was like, oh my God, I've been sitting at a 2.5 the whole time. I have a 2.95. Like, I was close to 3.0. I had one C. I'm like, 2.5. Failure.
Literally my life this semester. I'm gonna get one C.
Yeah, I know. And now what is it now? April. So we're recording. It's April 22nd, 22nd. Yeah. The semester is almost over. We're towards the end of it. And I feel like now the pressure's on with making sure your grades are right. And then the track season is also coming to an end. So I don't think anyone knows, but track in college, you have an indoor and outdoor season. So you pretty much start training in September and then you don't end until May. And then you have off season, but you pretty much train year round.
I was about to say it's really year round because all through this time we're going to meets and training, but also you get a week off and then you're back on it in the summer to get build your endurance, to build on technique.
Yeah.
And then when you come back, it's picking up speed. Not, I wouldn't say go get into spikes, but picking up speed to get ready for your indoor meets that's in January. And for us, we take 3 weeks off in December for school. So we still have to train over them 3 weeks just to be ready for the first meet back in January.
I definitely agree. There's no breaks. So you have to really be dedicated to do the sport and put your all into it. You can't just do anything when it comes to sports or just anything in life. You have to do things. It's just, you're not going to get the success you want at the end of the day. And that's why Bria is so successful now, because she has put in so much hard work with long jump. And that's why it was an exciting moment to see her break the school record. And I'm excited for us to go to UTA and conference, because I feel like these are the moments that we wanted to be up there with everybody. We wanted to be able to compete. I feel like last year, we were hitting our strides a little bit. We were still okay, we want more. This, we're not settling for less. I know.
Yeah, and I would say I think Jaelyn's best going into indoor conference was 17-11.
Yeah.
So we were sitting at 21st.
Yeah, we were
She ended in 17, and that's big for us. I mean, it's not top 8, but that's big because you went up 4 places.
Yeah,
4 or 5 places
with a hard conference.
That's what I'm saying, with a hard conference with people that's literally jumping 19 feet.
Yeah, so. That's what I'm saying. We're competitive, and that's the best part of the sport is that when you get those achievements and you're oh my gosh, all this crying, all these blood, all the aches and pains. I don't think y'all know.
Tell me about it, because
Bria's in the trainers every day. I'm surprised we didn't start recording when she was in the trainers. She was out.
I said more contrast.
Yeah, you got to take care of your body on top of that, and that's what I'm saying. To be an athlete, it takes the dedication to want to do it. And so I think I give props to anybody who's D1, D2, D3, definitely them JUCO kids. Y'all are cold I saw y'all at the Kansas meet we had indoor. I was these JUCO kids don't play. They are for real. They said, I'm trying to get my 2 years and move on somewhere. in AIA, all those people, like props to all you guys who are athletes that are out any sport too. Like all sports are hard. No matter, like they all have their hardships that you have to go through because some sports could be year round. Like I said, off season is like for us is like the summer. So start pretty much you get a week off and then you pretty much go back at it at the end of May till.
I mean, you can take as much time as you want off, but like for us, it's probably like going to be like a week, maybe a week and a half.
Definitely probably a week for me. I'm probably going to be like, my coaches are going to text me by the time, like when I go home, they're going to be like, okay, so like, have you, like, what's the workout? What we're doing? I'm like,
yeah. And when you like a pro like Jaelyn, like I'm telling y'all, like she could be cocky because she accomplished things in high school and her freshman year here, she was cold still.
I guess.
When you like Jaelyn and got private trainers, you were actually on top of the game. See, like me, I practice by myself. I come up with my own workouts, and I don't know what I be doing.
Yeah, you just be making something. You're like, let me Google how to jump.
No, for real. So let me do 10 200s today.
let me just call it a day. No, I feel like it's different in like Texas because I feel like in Texas, every kid ran track, and so they were paying all this money. Yeah, for real. Like half our track team is from Texas, so like. Kids are like paying coaches to coach them. They're doing all this stuff. And like, I don't know how it is in other states, but I feel like
Olympic coaching.
Yeah. Doing the absolute most for them to just run in high school or to some kids stopped in high school. Like some kids didn't even make it far collegiately. Some kids are still working collegiately and trying to go pro. Like
I was gonna say some of y'all was doing it just to get a college scholarship for it.
Yeah.
Because I liked it that much. So
that's exactly trying to get the call. That was definitely me. I was like, I want to make sure that I'm hitting my marks so that I can get recruited well in track. Cause I was like, this is like, and then I also had parents that were like athletes as well. That's another fun part of life. Both my parents went to TC. My mom was a track athlete. My dad was a football player. So you have that pressure. And that's what I'm saying. For me, I feel like going into college, I felt like I had so much pressure because I was like, everyone was like assuming that I was going to go to the same college my mom, that I was going to run these times like my mom, like everything was like, oh, you're going to be like your mom. But it's like, you have your different journey. And that's why I was like, I'm not going to TCU. I'm going to actually leave the state. I was like, I'm leaving the state. I'm not staying in Texas. I'm going to move somewhere else so I can start my own journey and my own track career, because it's fine. It's not whoever was before you or whatnot. Like, thank goodness I'm the older sibling, but because I couldn't imagine being like a middle sibling and then you're like, you have your older sister that's like,
don't do too much on the middle.
Oh, Bria's the middle child. She sure is. Nah, the middle kid's okay. They're a little bad though.
You dang Skippy.
I'm a good kid.
No,
I am.
She's a rebel.
Okay.
Jaelyn is a rebel.
I'm a lot of things, apparently. I wear mini hats.
She's the opposite of what her mother asks her to do.
Look at her calling me out. My mom watches the show. Thank you very much. Mom, I'm not a rebel.
She knows that you do the opposite of what you ask her.
Mom, skip this part of this episode.
Look, I'm gonna
Bria's trying to get me in trouble. Y'all should have heard Bria when we were at the home meet. We were gonna run the 100. After Bria beat me in long jump, she's like, I'm gonna get you in more trouble. I'm gonna beat you in
playing in long jump. Well, the wind. It was when the wind was blowing for real. Y'all. That's what I'm saying. Like the school record don't feel real to me because like all my 5'7" jumps, which is a big PR for me. They were wind aided, like 2.5 and up, and my 5'8" jump was 1 point win. Nothing but God, because I don't know how.
Jesus was looking over you for real. No, I agree. It was wind can be your friend or not your friend, and I feel like people think, oh, like ooh, like the wind's high, like it's gonna be a great day, but like sometimes I don't want the wind to be there. Like I want to have like barely any tailwind so I can go out there and like prove like I can actually run this or I can actually jump this for real. Like
especially with the pressure we get from being in Sendo, it's like, I jumped that and got first place with 3-point win. Like, what can I do without that much win?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't like. That's why I said the rankings on it's something right now. Like a lot of the girls
where you're sitting going into conference.
What you're exactly what you're sitting to go to.
You still have to compete when you get there.
100%. You have to show out when it comes to the moments where it counts. So that's why I said I'm excited for conference because I feel like I feel like last year for me, that's when like everything clicked. And that's when I was like jumping consistently like in the 18s. And I feel like I still am now, but I know I'm going to get up there to the 19s when it gets to conference. Cause that's where I feel like that's my moment to shine. That's where it's going to count the most. So I'm like, I got to show out where it counts.
I ain't going to count. Jaelyn probably could have been jumping 19s if she would have took a break in indoor. She was going back to back in indoor. Week after week, she was jumping.
Oh my gosh. Oh, don't even get me started. I don't know. I feel like what would happen though, I wish if COVID didn't happen, I feel like we would be in a different place. For me, let me speak for myself. I feel like if COVID did not happen in 2020, I think we could have had an amazing outdoor season with the team that we did have. We probably would have been higher ranked up. I think I took too much time off during COVID. That was the problem. When I came back, Bria was the first person to see me.
What could happen though? Honestly.
Yeah, exactly.
Y'all, and when I saw her, I was like, is that Jaelyn?
I was so tiny. Like I lost probably like 15 pounds. I lost my freshman 15. I got so tiny. So then I
lost my freshman 15. Did you have freshman 15?
I definitely did. I was 133 pounds freshman year. I was big.
Coming in?
I was 120 coming in, and I was 133. So like little under 15 pounds, but yeah. I was definitely big. I knew I was big.
You sure it wasn't just muscle? Because you're probably actually doing something in the weight room. Y'all slack in the weight room now.
Don't come for me. No, I used to be able to squat, but then like my scoliosis was like, you need to stop because we're finna crack, and if you break, you're done. Like you're canceled. This is your life. So my back said no more squatting. So I can't squat, but I try to make it up now. I'm good at cleans. That's the best I'm at right now. But
cleans are my favorite.
Cleans are definitely my favorite. I like weight, but we also only go to weight room like twice a week. So like I feel like freshman year
early in the morning.
Literally, guys, we go to the weight room at like 6:45 in the morning. I do at 6. Bria shows at like 7, but she's also like 15 minutes away because she's an off-campus student. So that's another thing that's different. It's like you being off campus, so you have to like commute. So of course you're gonna need a job because you have to commute down here. So like
I use way more gas than the people that stays on campus.
I don't think these college coaches understand that like we have to maintain a job just to be able to do the things that we want to do. Because at the end of the day, we're like young adults. So we want to be able to live our lives, go out, have fun still, like, you know, spend. Like I'm bad at spending. Everyone knows me. I'm horrible at spending.
Like I tried to be her financial person. I had to quit. I told her I quit.
Yeah, she definitely quit, even though I wasn't even paying her, but she quit. She quit on me. She said, "You're fed up. I'm done with you."
I said, "I can't tell you anything else. You got it."
Yeah, exactly. I've been horrible. So that's what I'm saying.
She finds other people money to spend.
Like I said, I have high standards and I'm spoiled. So, you know, a girl's gotta do what they gotta do. You know what I'm saying? I work at Cane's. Okay. I'm working on it. I'd love to stop. All righty. I think I'm just so grateful that you decided to come on our show. Like, thank you for coming, Bria. Thank you for just gracing us with your presence, even though I just saw you 4 hours ago. But yeah, this is all for our show, though. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope if you want Bria to come back, comment down below because I love having guests and we love to have reoccurring guests. So if Bria shows up, you know, once every month or something, or once every 2 months, whenever she's just has time to fit in my beautiful schedule, that she could come.
And we don't even have to talk about track. Like we could talk about shows we're watching because I told Jaelyn to watch the show the other day, even though she couldn't sit for me.
Yeah. Oh, I definitely want to. I need to talk about Ultimatum one episode. It's gonna be done.
Episode 8. So.
We're like episode 30, I think. I don't know how far we are in the show. Oh, no, 30. We're like 30 episodes in. We're popular, guys. But yeah, subscribe to our channel. You know, share it to the world. But yes, this has been Tea Time. Clink. You gotta say clink. You gotta say it with me.
Oh,
clink.
You said okay. Do 1, 2, 3. Oh.
Now we have to do it again. Ready? 3. 1, 2, 3. Clink.
Clink. There you go.
We're still on beat.